welcome to Bogotá. Nice to meet you again. My name is Lizette, but you can call me Liz. I'm from here, from Bogotá, so I'm gonna be your tour guide today. We are gonna basically visit some of the most remarkable places in this area in the Candelaria. Like I'm gonna show you some museums, important streets, important squares, and we are gonna have some tastings on the way. Okay. So, do you have maybe any allergy? No, no, there's not. Okay, so to start, I will know your name and where are you from. Remember, my name is Liz, and I'm from here from Bogotá. Okay?
I'm Siobhan, and that's Chester, and we're from Florida. Yes, we're a travel agency.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, we're a travel agency, so we book excursion trips to different countries. We're here scoping out Bogota to see what you guys have to offer.
So you need an important square, which is basically uh, one of the most important places in the city for culture and for history. But to go there, we have to cross this small street, which is the Funnel Street. Okay, the Funnel Street, the name is because of the shape. It starts very thin, as you can see, it's very thin, and finish with the square wider, okay, like a funnel or embudo. This street is special because it's the smallest street in the city and one of the oldest that keep the traditional path with this kind of rocks. So we call these specific paths real paths and were created in the colonial time, basically to transport food because we're connected with other areas in the city, so to transport food by horses or donkeys. No cars because it's impossible there. Okay. It's also covered with a lot of murals because that's another characteristic of Bogota. In Bogota, we have a lot of graffiti. Well, yes, in Bogota, in general, everywhere graffiti, everywhere. But here in Candelaria, more. So you're gonna find a lot of graffitis, a lot of street art, and it's also something like a very characteristic. Most of them have like a meaning, and most of them like a relation with our roots, our original towns. So that's why you can find a lot of sacred plants or sacred animals, or like many things related with the cosmology, okay, indigenous cosmology, and also like the African influence as well. Okay?
This is the known as the funnel. It starts as the very narrow and open out very wide. The funnel streets.
Right, the Chorro Quevedo Square. Chorro Quevedo Square is, as I told you, one of the most important places in the city for culture and also for history. Now it's quiet, but if you come back maybe at 4 or 5 p.m., you can find many people here doing cultural performance. So this is like a meeting point for a lot of artists, musicians, storytellers, jugglers. Yes, it's like a meeting point for a lot of artists. That's why it's like very important for culture. And it's also because over here we have a lot of universities around La Candelaria. So it's also like a plan for students. After class, come here to Chorro Quevedo to observe the cultural performance. But this place is also important for our history because this is the possible place for the foundation of the city. Okay, I say possible place because we don't have a formal document about the foundation, so we don't know like certainly which is the real place where the city was created by Spanish. So we have three possible places. I'm gonna show you the other two possible places later. Okay. Chorro Quevedo is common because it's here in La Candelaria, and La Candelaria is the oldest neighborhood in the city. So we have some of the oldest houses around. That's why it's like the possible place. Okay. Do you know, guys, which was the first construction that the Spanish made to create a city?
Which construction?
Church. Yes, a
Oh,
church.
a church.
Uh-huh.
Ah,
Exactly, exactly. And that's why in Latin America we have churches everywhere. Many churches. Here in La Candelaria, we have like more than 16 different churches just in this area. So yes, basically building one church, and around the church, 12 little houses. 12 houses because represent the 12 apostles to introduce the Catholicism. Okay, so basically, with the first celebration of the mass was founded the city. It came, most of them were mixed with Europeans and also with Africans. So nowadays we are like a big mix of these three influences. Okay? Indigenous, Europeans, and also Africans.
Pronounce that again. Muescos?
Muiscas. They
Muescas.
still exist. We have some people identify as Muiscas, but they have done like a long process to rebuild the language, basically the traditions, the practice, but they still exist. Okay. Well, yes. So we have there in that corner. This is a church, but it's not the oldest church. This is more recent, and it's a chapel. I'm gonna show you the oldest church later. It's later. Okay. And over here we have a wall with 12 kind of windows that represent the 12 little houses built in that time in the 16th century to form the city. On the roof, as you can see there, we have an statue. This is a juggler, but we can find approximately 15 statues like this one around La Candelaria and always are on the roofs. But are interesting because they represent common people doing common activities. So we cannot find presidents or historical characters like the common status. Only like normal people in this context, like yes, like in La Candelaria context. So this is a juggler because it's common here in this square, but probably later we can find like a dancer or like a shiner or musician because it's like are common people in this context. Basically to highlight the important paper of informal jobs. Okay. Any
You recording?
the tallest building in the city there. The tallest one, that's Bacata. Okay, Bacata is the tallest building, but as you can see on the top, is not finished yet. Not finished. It's unfinished. It's the tallest, but it's unfinished. However, half of the building is working. We have residences and also offices. The name Bacata is because Bacata is the original name of the city. The word Bogotá comes to Bacata. And Bacata in Muisca language means lands of fertility because we produce everything here. That's why the name of the city and also the name of the tallest building. And can you see maybe on the top there is like a graffiti on the top? That's the tallest graffiti in Colombia. Very risky, but it's the tallest one. Okay, and here, guys, in front, we have La Concordia Market. La Concordia Market is one of the most important traditional markets in the city because this is considered historical, cultural, and architectonic heritage because it's one of the oldest markets in the city. But as you can see, outside and also inside is more modern. Is nowadays is different to the traditional markets because was rebuilt, remodeled 8 years ago. However, we have everything of a market. We can find here, yes, anything like plants, Colombian food, fruits, chocolate, everything. And some of the shops are local business for the community. But like it's in the Candelaria, it's like in a tourist place nowadays. This is more like for tourism than market. So it's you're gonna see it's cleaner, it's cute, it's different to like
That's what you mean.
traditional markets.
Okay.
Here we are gonna taste some local fruits, and also I'm gonna give you a traditional drink, which is chicha, a little bit here outside because inside there is not enough space for us. So we are gonna do the tasting fruits outside, and then I'm gonna give you some minutes. You can look at the market, okay? ¿No tienes alergias?
No, ninguna.
Um, I'm gonna. This is- Okay, guys. In Colombia, I say we are very lucky for the geographic location because we are on the tropic, on the equator, so we're in the middle, and that's why we don't have seasons. We have the same weather and the same temperature always. It's the same. It's the same. So in Colombia, we don't talk about seasons. We talk about thermic floors because it depends on the elevation, the temperature, and the ecosystem change. So if we are higher, colder, or lower, warmer. In this case, Bogotá is one of the highest cities in Colombia, so it's also one of the coldest cities. Cold for us, I know. For you, cool. But for
Uh-uh.
us, it's cold.
It's cold for me.
Um,
Hmm.
because you're like
Florida. Yeah.
how high? Gracias. This is we are hitting 2,600 meters above sea level. So yes, this is one of the highest like cities. cities. So yes, in Colombia we have dry months and rainy months, but always is the same temperature, like minimum 7 Celsius degrees and maximum 23. Always the same. Okay? But for the climate change, we don't know now because, for example, June and July, it is are dry months. But all the year, for example, have rains a lot. And last year was very dry. We don't know. We don't know now like exactly if it's rainy season or dry season. Have an idea of how many fruits we can find in Colombia?
Too many.
Say a number.
103.
103.
86. 150.
Yes, it's difficult
Hmm?
to guess. Well, we can find more than 400 different
See?
fruits. No, not a lot, like thousands, but more than 400 different fruits. So we can basically we can eat a different fruit every single day.
365 days.
This is just an example. This is just an example of the whole amount of fruits that we can find in the country. But these are like the most common in this region. Okay. Um, so um, uh, I'm gonna start for this one. Do you know which is this fruit? Can you recognize?
Panganut?
Ah, guayaba.
Guayaba.
Guava.
Uh-huh, guava.
Guava.
Guava. But there are many kind of guavas. So
Yeah.
this guava we call guava pear.
Ah.
Looks like a pear.
Yeah.
So yes, you're right.
Guava
Guava pear.
like a lemon. Sí.
See, yeah. This is also pink inside, and it's like
Oh.
the most common. But this is another kind of guava that we call guava filloa. Filloa is also guava, but it's sour and
Uh-huh.
it's sweet. So this, but both are guavas, same family. Okay. Um, and here I have a special family, which is the family of the passion fruits. All these fruits are passion fruits. All of them, if you cut all of them, have the same shape inside. A lot of seeds, and the texture is like soft. Okay, but the flavors change. So, for example, in like in the world, the most common is this one. We call ulupa or the purple passion fruit. This is also sour. But here in Colombia, like the most common passion fruit is maracuja or the yellow passion fruit. This one even is more sour than ulupa. And this is granadilla. Granadilla is very sweet and gray inside. Okay, very very sweet. And finally, this is banana passion fruit or
Banana.
uruba. The name is because it looks like a banana,
Banana.
when it's yellow. Gracias. Gracias. Yeah, so this is like when it's yellow looks like a banana. When it's green looks like a cucumber.
Yes.
But you can touch. This is different, and this is like a mix of the other passion. Not very sweet, not very sour. It's like a mix.
It's
And
soft?
it's also one of the most common fruits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a stress ball.
Oh, yes.
This is more sweet. It's sweeter.
Sweet.
However, guys, if you want to taste this fruit, be careful because it's laxative. You can taste a little. You can taste.
It's laxative.
Like the half. But if you eat like
It's
a
good
whole,
though.
a whole fruit, it's laxative. But it's delicious. Very, very delicious.
Mhm.
Very sweet. This is tasty, different to the other. Yes. When you are like in home, or I don't know. Yeah.
If you're clogged, you need to go get one.
What do you think is this fruit?
Panganut.
What else? Perfect. Tomato.
That is a tomato?
This is a tomato, but it's called tree tomato. Same family of tomato. The shape inside is very similar. And
Really?
the color is also similar. But the difference is this one grows on trees. That's why the name, tree tomato. And it's also like the flavor is stronger. So we only use this fruit to make juices or sweet things or desserts, but not to cook like a like I don't know, like a beef or like make a salad because the flavor is stronger. Okay.
When you say tree tomato, you mean a physical tree and it's hanging.
Looks like a Christmas tree.
Interesting.
Yes.
And does it actually taste like? I like the
She said it's
Yeah.
stronger,
like the basic taste of tomato.
but
Is it like the same?
intense. She's saying it's stronger, it's more intense.
It's the most Colombian fruit. I say this is the most Colombian fruit because we can find lulo everywhere, and like in Colombia. And with lulo we make many things. We make cocktails, juices, desserts, cookies, cakes, everything with lulo. And lulo is a citrus. This is citrus, and it's also for me it's like a mix of flavors between kiwi, orange, and lemon.
Really?
It's like a mix of flavors. Um,
Which kiwi? The sour one?
to take the other fruits. And can you please taste? This is, it looks like fish, but no worries, it's fruit. Give me please a second.
Je peux pas me dire que ça a le goût de tomate plus fort. J'arrive pas à me dire que ça a le goût de tomate.
So, wow.
Does taste like guava. Shaped like a banana?
No, no, this
That?
is like a candy. I don't know, yes, it's like a sour candy.
What is it?
Is it the flavor? Minty? Yes.
Is that one?
Fiju.
Oh, that's that one.
Guava fiju.
Mm-hmm.
And now let's continue with
Shower. So, swallow seed whole and all.
Don't chew. Tastes like
Don't chew, just swallow. Swallow.
that's the passion.
If you chew the seeds, they can be bitter. The seeds. Eat this key. Okay, the orange one.
The orange one.
Sí, sí, es la misma, es que faltó uno.
That's the sweet
Yes,
tomato.
as you can see, the shading is very similar.
Okay.
Like a tomato, papaya, or melon.
The big kiwi, the orange.
Kiwi, orange, lemon.
Lulu.
Lulu. It's a mix between three fruits: kiwi, orange, and lemon. I don't know.
And just suck.
What do you call that one?
Don't swallow because the seed is very thick.
Mammon
Mammon
seed.
seizure.
We
In my
call it
country,
guinea.
we call that guinea.
Guinea.
In my country, it's called
Ah,
guinea.
okay. Ah, okay. Okay.
It's like lychee.
It's like
Lychee.
It's like lychee.
Mhm.
We already know what this
Guinea.
is.
Let's see what that is. You already know what it is without tasting. Guava.
Yep.
Can let this thing that is like
Gotta be the guava.
Guava.
guava, perfect.
Guabana.
The main ingredient is corn. Okay. But you can find chicha in other countries, here in, especially in yes, like in America. But the preparation change depends on the region. In this case, in Colombia, in Bogotá, we prepare chicha with corn, like ground corn, water, and panela. Panela is like a sugar cane solid. Okay, it's like yes, it's like something to sweet.
Flavor it.
So we sweet a lot of things with panela, coffee, juices, many things. In this case, chicha. So for special occasions, here and in special places. Here in La Candelaria, we can find chicha a lot because it's like really with history. But I don't know if you are like in Chapinero or like near to the airport or in the airport, you cannot find chicha. It's impossible. Only like in traditional places, okay?
Ah.
Like countryside or this kind of traditional markets. Okay?
Okay. Chicha.
Chicha.
I don't know if you could see some people in Chorro que veo selling in bottles. This is the same drink,
First
the same
alcohol.
beverage.
It's not bad.
But they
Decade
have
ago.
Yeah, it's
different
not bad.
colors
Alcohol
because
was never
they add
allowed in this
fruits.
country. Decade ago.
So it's
This is
like
the
different
first
taste.
alcohol.
But this is the traditional one, just for me. Sometimes we cannot.
Behind you. Thank you. Chicha. Yep. Definitely want to try that because I don't naturally go for the soba stuff by itself. Hola. What is this called? Arre-
From here, two of the most, then two of the most remarkable places in the city, which is there Monserrate in that mountain. Even you can see going up the cable car. And here in front, Guadalupe. Okay? Guadalupe, guys, and Monserrate are sanctuaries, Catholic places, but are tourist and very famous because from the top of the mountain we can observe almost the whole city. Have you been, right?
I
Have you
went
been
yesterday.
in Monserrate? Not yet? Not yet? Not yet? Okay. Yes, Montserrat and Guadalupe are famous because of the viewpoint. We can observe almost the whole city, almost because Bogotá is huge. We are more than 10 million of people, so we can see a big area, but not the whole city. However, it's the best viewpoint. Montserrat, like in Montserrat, we have three options to go up. You can go up walking. Yes, hiking is about 1 hour approximately. It's a little bit hard, maybe harder for you because
A
of the
little.
elevation.
I don't recommend
Did
it.
did you walk?
No,
Ah, the funicular.
we took the funicular and then we took the other one.
So you don't like coffee?
Me? No, I'm a tea person.
The flavor tea or
I
tea?
drink tea. Hmm. No coffee. But my mother, I can't get her off coffee. She loves coffee, so she can have. A lot of people came in. Sí,
¿Me puedes dar siete?
ya.
O lo que ordenas.
Aquí.
Ah, gracias.
Hello.
Sí, 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 siete. Okay. Okay, we are gonna accommodate here. Okay, guys, welcome to Casa Magola. Casa Magola is a local, yes, like a local shop, and they work here with many Colombian products. But in this case, we are gonna taste here a traditional dish, which is very weird, I know, but it's traditional, and it's the hot chocolate with cheese inside. Okay, it sounds very weird, but no worries, no worries.
Your face is.
Hot chocolate with cheese inside, okay? But I'm gonna also explain you like a traditional game in Colombia, which is tejo. So give me please 1 second. You can accommodate here, and I'm gonna bring. Well, it's basically the only traditional game that we still conserve in Colombia, okay? And it's also considered a sport. It's a national sport, and it's like a national traditional game. cultural heritage too. So with therefore like areas. So I'm gonna show you how we play, and we are gonna try, okay? Because this is like an example. This is not the real like field, but I'm gonna explain you, and we are gonna try to play, okay? Basically, tejo consists to make to through this kind of metal disc into a field, that field, and the idea is we put these kind of triangles. This is gunpowder covered with paper. Okay,
Mm.
so if we hit it, it
Explode.
explodes. Okay, so that's the idea, make it explode. Okay,
Mm.
we call this mecha and this tejo. Okay, so when we explode a mecha, we have like points. Yes, yes, we have points. In this case, this game is very important and very traditional because it comes to our pre-Columbian time. Indigenous Muiscas used to play the same game, but without gunpowder because it was introduced. So they used to make the disc not in metal, in gold. Okay, and gold represents the sun, and the sun is the most important god for indigenous, in this case, in this region. So the idea to throw the gold disc into the field is the it was the representation of the movement of the sun. Yes, when the sun rise and sun sets. Okay, this. So we have the disc here and the mechas like in the middle. So the idea is through to the mechas, okay, to make it explode. So the movement is you have to take the stone like in this position and do like this. Okay? But to the something like that. Usually the field is covered with clay.
That's what's
This is
holding it
plastic,
down.
so it's harder because when it's clay, the disc like
Stick.
stick there. Okay, so we are gonna try. First with you and then. Go ahead. Okay. Slow. Next. I'm ready about playing things.
Yay! At least you touched it. Yay!
But that's the idea.
What?
Oh, it's stuck to the board now. Yay! Let's see if I can touch the board. Touch the board this time.
This is guys the almohavana, the corn bread, and this is like a normal bread. But
Ah, ya te traigo el otro.
is mixed. Like we have to. Well, yes, we have the cheese. So the idea is you have to break it like in different pieces and put inside. You put inside. If you want just with one, it's okay. Oh, no. And we are gonna wait 1-2 minutes until the cheese started like to melt or get the soft texture. Okay. While it melts, you're gonna taste the almohavana. Go ahead.
Cheese and break this up inside of it.
O lo partir. Pero tienes que
I'm,
sí,
I'm, I'm gonna just.
eso.
J'aurais dû goûter le chocolat sans.
Eso.
Les deux sont bons, pourquoi pas. Moi qui mets trop de mal. Oui, ça me fait pas très bien.
Eso. Perfect. Okay, yeah. So now, while the cheese melts a little bit, you can try the almohavana. Remember, this is the corn bread, and this is like a normal bread, but baked here.
And we dip it into the
Yes,
bread, or
yes.
okay, like the bread. We dip
Ah,
it
no,
into
no, no. As you want, but no, it's not. It's not usual.
Mais
Gracias, ven.
sinon pour moi ça a l'air beaucoup de plastique. Ça a du goût assez pas trop bon. Ça fait mentir. Ouais, ça il a pas. C'est pas du repas.
Cheers, baby. Need to put a cheese in here. No, no cheese in no hot chocolate.
Oh, ça a l'air trop bon là. Oh, ça a l'air trop bon.
No, bad combination. Isn't it still a weird combination? Weird combination.
No, I never tasted it, but it's just like Mexico. Mexico, we
Alright, so what's in here again?
Come around this.
Okay.
This.
Hot chocolate with cheese inside.
So it's hot chocolate
Hot chocolate with cheese inside.
with cheese.
This is 100% cacao,
Okay.
and yes, the name is chocolate Santa Fereño.
Okay.
Santa Candelaria.
And you guys eat cheese with everything. Cheese with
Everything.
everything. Like
This is very difficult to pronounce. This means in 2000s, firstly to get rid of the city, we made the tree, we made the vegetation, but also to remember one of the main rivers in Bogotá, which is Picacha. Picacha River grounds near to the mountains, and this is the original path of the river. Okay, so nowadays, like is in some parts is in maintenance, but usually we can see the water flowing that represent this important river in the city, so we can remember every day Picacha River. Okay, because nowadays the river some parts is underground. Okay. But this is also, guys, a good point to locate in Bogota because it's the separation of two localities. In Bogota, we live separated for localities, divided for localities. It's like districts. We have 20. So La Candelaria is there and Santa Fe is here. Okay? Santa Fe and La Candelaria are part of the downtown, but are different localities, different administrations because the architecture changed, firstly. So La Candelaria is more colonial and more for culture, and Santa Fe is more modern, as you can see, it's more modern and more for business and residences. Okay, that's why are different localities. Remember, Santa Fe is because of the first name when Spanish came, and La Candelaria is because of a virgin. I'm gonna show you the chart thing. Okay, okay, guys. So now we are in Santa Fe. Santa Fe, and this is the journalist square Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Do you know who is he? Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yes, perfect. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was the most famous and important Colombian writer in the world because he won the Nobel Prize of Literature with his book 100 Years of Solitude. So nowadays it's getting like more and more famous because even there is a series in Netflix with the same name and it's like based on the book. So Gabriel Garcia Marquez was also a journalist, and when he was working here in Bogota, he was working in this area because over here we had before the buildings for the main newspapers. Nowadays, these buildings are in other parts of the city, so, but it was like in that time, it was this square was like a meeting point for journalists. It was very common. Nowadays, more for students because we have more than 20 universities in just this area. So it's very common for students. No, not today because we are on vacation for the universities. But yeah, here in the middle we have an statue. Do you know who is him? What do you think?
Mr. Bolivar.
Bolivar. Bolivar. Bolivar, you know Bolivar, Simon Bolivar? Yes? Well, if not, Simon Bolivar was, or it's basically the most important historical character in South America, basically, because he got freedom to many countries from Spain in South America. And also many places with his name, like for example, Bolivar Square, or even Bolivia, the country, is because of Bolivar. So this is the first one on the tour because later we are gonna find another statue. And on the top, I don't know if you can see from here a wing, like a wing. Yes.
Yes.
This is a condor,
Oh,
like
the
an statue
condor, the
for
bird.
sure. Condor andino or Condor de los Andes, which is also our national bird. And it's because, remember, we are on the Andes continent. And that's why it's the national bird for other countries in where the Andes cross. Okay? Any question here?
So do you guys have a tour like I see a condor tour in Peru where you
Here, yes, but not in Bogota.
oh
In
okay.
Bogota, no.
Okay.
Like in the coffee region. The coffee region is more possible to see.
Okay.
The concerts. Okay, let's continue.
The amount of gold I was looking at, I was like, wow. And the history that they covered the gold with mud to hide it when they were being invaded because they came looking for the gold and they covered the gold in mud, the entire place in mud, so they didn't find the gold.
Very important things for the city. Firstly, we have here in front of me the Gold Museum. Okay, the Gold Museum, guys, is basically the most important museum in the country because here we have the biggest collection of pre-Columbian metals in the world. You can find here more than 30,000 of pre-Columbian metals, copper, platinum, silver, and gold, another 20,000 of other materials, ceramic, wood, stones, metals, and more. So it's like the archaeological gold museum. Focus on history, that's pre-Columbian history. So this is a museum. Like when you visit Bogota, you have to visit this museum because it's like the top of the museum. Okay, it's open between 9 to 6 p.m. and on Sundays it's free. It's free, but it's crowded. But
But it's only $1 to get
it's
in
very
the video.
interesting, guys. As I told you, focus on history. So if you like history and if you like museums, I really recommend you. It's very interesting, and everything is in Spanish and English. So it's like even better for you. Next to the Gold Museum, we have there the Institution of Taxes, the taxes institution, so everybody knows it.
Sure.
And here, this is the Republic Bank of Colombia, which is like our central bank, the central bank. And can you see from here the church, the white church and brown? This is the oldest church in the city. San Francisco, okay? Built in the middle of the 16th century, same time when Spanish came to found the city. And that's why this square here is the another possible place for the foundation of the city, because we have the register of the old church in front, okay? So this is also like the most logical place for the foundation. Firstly for the church, and also because in this area was living Gonzalo Jimenez de Quesada, who was the founder for skaters, but this is also common, for example, for hip hop concerts or for graffiti events, like everything related with the urban culture. Okay. Any question?
How, how much taxes do you pay?
Depends. Like I think maximum is 40%. Maximum. But yes, not everybody pays. Depends on your incomes. Like for example, if you, like we need like us. So now I the square is more known for the black market emeralds than for the golden. And also here in front we have the station of Transmilenio. Could you see the rayon brown part? Yes, this is Transmilenio. This is the most developed public transportation in the city because in Bogotá we don't have something until like 2 years ago started the construction of the subway. So probably in 10 years we can get it. Now this is the most common and the most developed public transportation. Okay, guys. So here, as you can realize, this is the main street in Bogota, which is the seventh career, and this is the main street because connects south with the north. And for a long part, it's available just for walking and biking. That's why you can find always people like you can find anything. It's very like, important for shopping and also for cultural programs. Usually you can see people dancing or singing. 26 is available for this. Okay, for this. But here we are right on a special part, which is this monument. This is a monument, guys, in commemoration for El Bogotazo. El Bogotazo was the most important historical illegal trips, the narco traffic increased. That's why we say it was the explosion of the riot. And now we are again in La Candelaria. That looks like a different area because the architecture is more modern, and it's because these buildings were very affected, so we had to rebuild with more modern construction. Because before, we have here a picture. Can you see that white and black? It was Bogota, this area before. So as you can see, the architecture was more colonial, yes, than nowadays. Any question there? Okay.
No, he stopped with the metal looking guy.
Okay. Carlos Vives, Carlos Vives, He's a singer.
Se mueve en su cadera como potena sola. Tiene los pies descalzos como un niño que bola. Y sus cabellos largos son un sol que te antoja. Le gusta que le digan que la niña la ladrona. Le gusta que la miren cuando ella baila sola. Le gusta bailar ahí va a ser la mentira.
Aproveche que se haga la rica hamburguesa venezolana, decidimos al chocolate perro caliente.
general, because this is the arrival point for a lot of social, cultural, political, and religious events, like protests or processions or concerts, for example. And it's because here we have concentrated the political power and also the religious power. Everything is here in the same place. I'm gonna mention every building. So this is firstly, this is a museum. This is the Independence Museum, so you can know more about all the process to get the independence from Spain. This is small, but it's very interesting. Okay, Independence Museum. Here in the corner we have the Primate Cathedral. This is one of the biggest churches in the city. It's also one of the most important churches because it's for special like celebrations or events. For example, for Holy Week they make it the biggest celebration, and also they have the biggest musical instrument in Colombia, which is an organ.
Ah.
Next to the Bolivar Square, can you see some flags? That's the Archiepiscopal Palace. Residences and offices for the most important Catholic leaders in the country. And in the corner, I don't know if you can see like a couple. That's an school. The very famous, very prestigious, and it's still working until high school. This building with the flag there, that's the national capital, where is the Congress or the Parliament. And behind to the Parliament, we have the presidential palace, the current presidential palace. This building here is the Justice Palace, but I'm gonna talk about the Justice Palace later. Okay? And finally, I cannot see from here. Like in front, where is the scenery and the mayor's office, okay, the administration of the whole city. So we have, and here we have the Supreme Court. So we have everything in the same place, like everything is hidden, concentrated. That's why this is the main square and the most important, like an essential place for us. Not only for politics. As you can realize, we also have but this is the most premium because this is the oldest one. But always the light. Eleventh Street, and it's the street for the restaurant in the beginning. And then we have two cultural centers for the cultural shows. We have concert, plays, opera, different things. And here, all this area we call the cultural block. The name is because basically we have two blocks for culture. Yes, in this corner, like from corner to corner, this is the largest library in Colombia, Luis Ángel Arango. It has a collection for more than 2 million of books, and you can find here temporary expositions as well. And in front, we have the museums. So this is the coin house, coins and deals of Colombia, and you can know more about the development of money in the country. And behind, we have the permanent collection of art by the Republic of Colombia. So you can find art by Colombian artists in general, Colombian art from the colonial time to like nowadays, more modern. Next to this style is unique. It's very easy to identify a painting or a sculpture by Botero. Many people, yes, many people think Botero used to paint fat people or fat things, but it's not true. This style is related with all
Volume.
volume.
Oh, that's a nice
So
term.
it's his style, that's why it's known and that's why it's very easy to identify. So Botero, he painted not only people with volume, he painted also like fruits with volume, landscapes with volume, objects, animals with volume. Everything is with volume. So remember, volume. No
So this is his work, right?
Uh-huh.
I saw it. I said it must be him.
Yes, it's very easy to identify. But they don't have donated many sculptures in all over the world. So you can find basically the main church in this locality, in all this area, because it's dedicated to the Candelaria Virgin. And this virgin is holding a candle that represents the bright and shine, and for this is the name of the virgin. For candle or candela, Candelaria. Okay? So for this church is the name of all the neighborhoods, all these localities. So it's like the main church in this area. It's also like special, particular, because our churches in general are very simple, but this is it's different. It's particular. It has a lot of details in gold, in wood, so it's like considered one of the most beautiful churches in the city. It's close, as you can see, it's close. But well, if you have the chance to visit, it's very beautiful, and you can take pictures without problem. So guys, remember this 11th Street is the same street where you can find the restaurants, the museums, and the church. Okay. Now we are gonna continue over this street to visit a local shop, and there we finish our tour. Okay. So if you have any other question, let me know. If you need
Uh-uh.
okay, guys, we can okay. And as you can see, they work around so this is not only like a local gallery because this is like a cultural place or like a cultural center, and it's because here they work for like to expand the art and this culture to for many people. So they used to have here activities, for example, to teach how to paint or how to do like this kind of posters or different things. Always focus on the community to get basically to get closer to the art. We all the murals that you can find here are original murals, and are they have the same drums. This is for you. They have the same murals on like in clothes or in posters, in stickers, in different things. So we are gonna taste here coffee, and then if you want to continue looking the place, you are free. And basically, this is one of the main economies in Colombia, coffee. But unfortunately, we drink the bad coffee in Colombia. Like local people drink the bad coffee, and it's because there are two kind of coffees basically, good and bad. The good one is called excepso, and it's the perfect coffee. Perfect coffee. High quality coffee. And this coffee usually is for exportation. And the bad one is called pasilla. And pasilla is the coffee like with affectations, affected for insects or for worms or for the weather or comes with defects, broken, overripened, with fungus. All this coffee with affectations we have to produce because it's obviously it's also money, so we have to produce to sell cheaper for us for local consumer. So basically, pasilla, the bad one, is for us, and the sales of the perfect coffee for exportation. Nowadays, I think it's changing because nowadays we have more access to good coffee. Before it was very difficult, but nowadays we have like more these kind of places or even in shopping centers and more supermarkets you can find good coffee. But we continue drinking bad coffee for two reasons, especially. We have more access, but we continue drinking bad coffee for economy, firstly, because like a pound of good coffee is about 12 euros or US dollars, and the same amount. Bad coffee is about 3 or 4. Um, she is Marlene, guys. Hi. Marlene is the coffee barista, so she's gonna prepare today our coffee. This is V60. V60. The name is because of the shape. It has like a V and 60 angles degrees. And it uses a paper filter to get a clean drink, very clean, without sediments and without oils, and that's why we can taste better the notes in this method. Because our drink is gonna be very balanced. Al café que estamos acostumbrados. Café que estamos acostumbrados. Secado natural. Okay. This coffee, guys, has a different process because like there are like 3 different processes: honey, natural, and traditional or washed. But this is special because natural, like we basically pick up the bean, the cherry, and dry with all the skin, with all the skin. We don't wash and we don't ferment it, so we dry with all the skin. So the notes, maybe the notes are more like the notes is more, yes, more like more fruity notes. Okay. Yeah, so basically we also have an order, guys, to prepare the
The
coffee.
Ganesha
The
experience.
first step is like first of all to preheat the method, like wetting the paper filter to the lid, maybe to remove the paper notes. And then we have to do the pre-infusion. The pre-infusion is very important because it's the step to remove the CO2. Just putting a little bit of water liberate the CO2. And after that, we finish to deposit the rest of the water. In this case, we use approximately 1 gram of coffee for 14 or 15 milliliters of water. This is the perfect amount to taste the notes, but it depends on you. I'm more in France. I know in France you drink very strong coffee, so maybe for you this coffee is going to be very different because you used to drink a strong coffee. In Colombia, like a good coffee is not strong. It's smooth, and that's the main characteristic of Colombian coffee: the smoothness and sweet. So like we also have an order to taste this coffee because it's like wine, it's very similar. So we are gonna try to fit maybe the notes to taste some notes.
I'll video you.
So first of all, you're gonna smell, okay? Smell it, smell and try to feel the notes. And after the smell, you're gonna
Video you.
like a slurp, like pulling the drink.
Slurps?
Exactly. You know. And the most important step, enjoy it.
Thank you. Gotta smell it first, baby. And take a sip. Slurp. Slurp. Then you gotta wash it in your mouth. Swish around.
Like in this method preparation, it's like it's very
Hello, colleagues.
Hello. Okay. Something. Don't see it. I thought that was it, but it's not it. This is the same street, so the right.
Más famosos de Bogotá, Sweet Love tiene ese sabor que te hace decir,
How much is
qué
it?
delicia. Es el sabor que conquista corazones.
Obrea.
Y si sacas la boleta roja, te llevas una oblea totalmente gratis, Sweet Love. Las obleas más famosas de Bogotá. La rompe donde va, endulzando corazones.
Con queso, crema de leche y mora. Es la tradicional.
No, no queso.
Compra tu oblea favorita y si sacas rompiste con tu ex, te dejo el bus. Que conmigo te ignora, no importa. Sweet Love siempre te da la oblea que necesitas. ¡Ey! ¿Ya probaste las obleas más famosas de Bogotá? Sweet Love tiene ese sabor que te hace decir, qué delicia. Es el sabor que conquista corazones. Y si sacas la bolota roja, te llevas una oblea totalmente gratis.
What is that?
Las obleas más famosas de
Leche.
Bogotá. La rompe donde va, endulzando corazones. Compra tu oblea favorita y si sacas una balota roja te llevas la segunda totalmente gratis. ¿Rompiste con tu ex? Te dejo el bus. Conmigo te ignora, no importa. Sweet Love siempre te da la oblea que necesitas. ¡Ey! ¿Ya probaste las obleas más famosas de Bogotá? Sweet Love tiene ese sabor que te hace decir, qué delicia. Es el sabor que conquista
Is
corazones.
this cherry?
Si sacas la bolota roja, te llevas una oblea totalmente gratis. Sweet Love. Las
Is it?
obleas
Oh,
más
okay. No,
famosas
no.
de Bogotá. La rompe donde va, endulzando corazones. Compra tu oblea favorita y si sacas una balota roja te llevas la segunda totalmente gratis. Conmigo te ignora, no importa. Sweet Love siempre te da la oblea que... El sabor que conquista corazones. La bolita roja te llevas una oblea totalmente gratis. Las obleas más famosas de Bogotá. La rompe donde va, endulzando corazones.
A lot of sweet goodness.
Por una morena echando sabana, debajo en la loma cantar en chapana. Ay, como te me sale del alma gritar contra abre todo el pecho, echar este grito, el lindo es Jalisco. De amor.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Oh, so you move. Ah! He dance, baby. He gonna dance. You act. She activated him. Madre. Okay, here, I'm in. I can't do that. I can't do that.
No volverte a ver. Y a pesar de todo, te amo. Y a pesar de todo, te amo. Lucharía a distancia para que lo nuestro no muera.
Jewelry. Chicharron with potatoes. This book. You enjoying that food, huh?
Love it.